It's happening! Okay, real talk though, this video is going to be on a more as a serious side note. I thought about doing it just like, overreacting to the news that apparently 3racha, if you didn't know by the way, 3racha are apparently debuting, leaked by a very credible source that every time they say something, it happens. So I don't know how much I want to trust it, but apparently 3racha are debuting later this year. So I'm very excited as somebody who has been asking for this for a long time. I'm very excited, and I was gonna do like a fake like, oh my god, yeah, which inside I do feel, but I don't want to be like that if and then it not happen, and then I'm all super sad and everything. Like, you know how sad that would be. So I decided instead, let's do a semi-serious video, just a short little thing. I kind of want to give like my wish list in a sense, almost like what I want out of the debut. Now it's not necessarily realistic. I don't think most of it will happen, but if any of these things happen, I'm gonna be very happy. So let's dive into this, and let's just start off with a single song request. Okay, so here's my first thing. Tell me yours down in the comments, by the way, if you're excited for the 3racha debut. Let me know what you guys want to see from that album in the comments. But for me personally, I would love a hookless song. What do I mean by that, you say? I want a song without a hook. Now, I'm sure there's at least a couple people that are like, what does that even mean? What song doesn't have a hook? Well, there's a really cool thing you can do in rap where you just rap, right? And since it's a 3racha song, it'll be Bangshan, Jisung, and Changbin, right? I would love verse, verse, verse. The entire point of the song is the rapping. We aren't there for the catchy hook. We're not there for a forced bridge or a random thrown in sung pre-chorus. Just give me pure rapping. Give me 16 to 24 bars of pure Bangshan into pure Changbin into pure J1. I don't know why I was saying J1. It's into pure Han, right? Just pure rapping. That's not even possible. Why would they do that? They have IDA. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. It's a 3racha song. IDA. It's just 24. It's 16 bars of Bangshan, 16, 24 bars of Changbin, 16, 24 bars of Jisung, and then outro. That's all it is. And I would love that in a modern day 3racha release. That would be so cool. So that is my first kind of request, if I can request anything from a 3racha, what I would hope for, right? Secondly, I wish they will feature artists, but specifically artists lower on the totem pole than them. Okay? So far through most of Stray Kids' collabs, they work with other artists. They're with somebody who is also like towards the top of the industry. Because obviously we can all like admit, like, Stray Kids are pretty much top of K-pop right now, right? Them, and like there's a handful of other groups that you could say are as equal to, or might be higher. But in general, most of the artists that they work with are also at the top of their own industries. Tablo / Tiger JK, both legacy K-hip-hop rappers, right? Who have already made the name for themselves. They're kind of in the legendary realm of K-hip-hop. They've worked with like Sky High, one of the most notable Japanese rappers. Yeah, Lisa, one of the most notable J-pop singers. There's so many, and then you go to a Western collabs like Charlie Puth, like super famous Western artists. Like they work with people who are on their level or higher, which is really good for them. Don't get me wrong, and I love seeing that in Stray Kids. Like I like that they're at that point in their career, but I would love in a 3racha thing for them to feature artists who are below them. Jongsub, P1 Harmony. P1 Harmony is nowhere near as famous as Stray Kids. I would love a Jongsub feature, like lifting artists up who are less popular than them and getting to show off on a 3racha track with Changbin, with Jisung. But I mean, also kind of on top of that, people like I know Bobby's in the army, but it'd be cool if we had a Bobby feature. Imagine if they featured like an artist like Young Posse and completely spike Young Posse's career. That would be crazy. It would be so cool. JID feature would be really cool. Number 3, I really don't want them to have an album filled with stuff we've already heard, right? Like, even though I can agree it would be cool if we got an album with like, their earlier works that have never been on streaming services, like getting to listen to Domestic Banana as an officially released song in 2025. Really cool. But I don't want that. I don't want an album filled with stuff I've heard a million times. Oh my god, Jisung finally released Scissor. Oh my god, Changbin finally officially released Cypher. Even though I can recognize that people would find that cool, for me personally, I want new music from them. I've heard all those songs throughout the years. I know they're not on streaming services, but I don't want just an album that's like one new song and then all of their old work. Is that mean of me to say? I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of my wish/request. Wish/request. I can't talk. And last one, number 4. I do not want it to sound like Stray Kids. There's a little part of me that thinks because Bangchan also produces Stray Kids music, 3racha is just going to sound like Stray Kids without the vocals, and I don't want that. And I love Stray Kids' music. I got their albums right here. Actually, you can't see. I got their albums down there and on the bottom shelf, but I have more back there. But I do not want it to sound like Stray Kids. 3racha are not Stray Kids. Stray Kids are not 3racha. 3racha are in Stray Kids, but I want 3racha to be hip hop. I want them to be rap. I want them to be what they were in 2017. There's a little part of me that's worried that they're going to just be Stray Kids without the vocals, but hopefully they're just like a pure hip hop group. I just don't want it to sound like, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I just don't want it to sound like Stray Kids. I want it to be 3racha. But yeah, those are my 4 things. For the record, I do know Stray Kids are coming back in a few weeks with mixtape Dominate. Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't really talked about that, but I have seen that just for the record. But this is for the 3racha debut, hopefully later this year that we're getting. I'm going to refer back to this when it finally happens to see how many of these things came true. Put your comments down below to see how many things of yours came true. And hey, if you're still watching, shout out to all of these amazing Patreons you're seeing scrolling on the screen right now. I could not be making videos as consistently as I do, and isn't even that consistent at this point, but to where they are, these people make it happen, and I could not be more grateful for them and being able to support the channel. So if you have the means to do so and want to support me and want to see me react to the Stray Kids album coming out in 3 weeks, yeah, hit me up on Patreon. I'd appreciate it. If you don't have the means to do so and you just want to, support for free, subscribe, comment, come join us on Discord. I'd love to have you in the community. Come talk, come say hi. I would love to see you there. But again, shout outs to these amazing people. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next video, but also when Stray Kids come back with Dominate. Hey.